The hidden archive lay beneath layers of time and stone, an enigmatic heart beating quietly beneath the surface of the ancient ruins on Cradle. As the expedition team descended into its depths, the air grew cooler, dense with a silence so profound it seemed almost reverent. The walls shimmered faintly, bathed in the soft glow of bioluminescent glyphs pulsing with an otherworldly rhythm. Each symbol, meticulously etched in a metallic alloy, whispered secrets older than recorded history. Dr. Lena Armitage's breath caught as her eyes traced the complex patterns, languages lost to time, yet alive in the faint light. Professor Malik Chen moved deliberately, his fingers brushing over a crystalline console embedded in the chamber's center. The device hummed to life under his touch, releasing a cascade of holographic projections that spiraled upward, weaving tapestries of light and shadow. These holograms were unlike anything the team had encountered. Intricate maps of consciousness layered upon one another. Simulations of realities folded and unfolded like origami crafted by minds far beyond their own. "Look at this," Lena murmured, stepping forward to interface with the glowing console. Her fingers danced across the crystalline surface, eliciting new waves of information. These aren't just records. They're experiments with consciousness, with reality itself. Kai Mendoza, standing nearby, leaned in, his eyes reflecting the swirling lights. They were manipulating perception, memories, even the fabric of existence. Malik nodded slowly. "It appears so." The ancients weren't merely archaeologists of the mind, they were architects of it. A sudden shift in the chamber's atmosphere caused the team to pause. The holograms flickered, and a voice, smooth and resonant, yet alien, filled the space. It was the Archive AI, an ancient intelligence embedded within the Archive's core, awakening from its long dormancy. "Welcome, seekers," the voice intoned. "You tread paths woven with paradox and peril. The knowledge you pursue bears the weight of creation and destruction. Heed well the lessons of those who came before." The chamber's lights dimmed, and the holograms coalesced into vivid visions of ancient beings experimenting with consciousness, bending reality to their will, transcending physical limitations. Yet with each triumph came shadow, fractures of identity, catastrophic collapses, and warnings etched into the very fabric of the archive. Dr. Armitage exchanged a glance with her colleagues, the weight of their discovery settling upon them. "This is forbidden knowledge," she said softly. "If we awaken these technologies, could we control them, or will they control us?" Kai's fingers hovered over the console, hesitation writ clear across his face. The ethical implications. If misused, it could unravel everything we understand about self and society. But if harnessed wisely, it could elevate humanity beyond its current bounds. Malik's gaze hardened. "We must consider the consequences carefully. The ancients erased themselves for reasons we are only beginning to grasp. Perhaps some knowledge is too dangerous, too volatile to reclaim." As the debate raged quietly, shadows flickered along the walls, ghostly reminders of the fine line between enlightenment and catastrophe. The archive pulsed softly, alive with the echoes of a civilization that dared to transcend and, in doing so, paid a profound price. Outside, the planet seemed to hold its breath, as if awaiting the expedition's next move. The hidden archive had revealed its secrets, but the true challenge lay ahead. How to integrate this forbidden knowledge without repeating the mistakes that had erased the ancients from memory? Lena took a deep breath, her resolve hardening. We have a responsibility not just to ourselves, but to all of humanity. To proceed with caution, to question everything, and to remember that some truths demand humility. The Archive AI's voice returned, softer this time, almost a whisper. The path forward is yours to choose. But remember, every choice resonates through the corridors of time. The chamber fell silent once more, the holograms fading into gentle pulses. The expedition stood at a crossroads, the weight of the hidden archive pressing upon them, a nexus where past and future converged, and where the fate of humanity's understanding of itself hung in delicate balance. As they prepared to leave the chamber, Lena's eyes lingered on the fading symbols, a quiet question stirring within her mind. How much of the past was humanity truly ready to face, and what price would they pay to know? The echoes of the hidden archive would resonate far beyond the depths of the ruins, shaping the destiny of all who dared to listen. The descent back to the surface was slow, contemplative. Each member of the team wrestled with the implications of what they had uncovered. The silence between them was heavy, punctuated only by the soft hum of their equipment and the distant calls of native wildlife. Once at the base camp, the debate ignited anew. Some advocated for immediate disclosure, believing humanity's evolution depended on embracing these ancient insights. Others urged restraint, fearing the social, ethical, and existential upheavals that such revelations could unleash. Lena found herself at the center of this storm, the weight of leadership pressing down. She convened a meeting beneath the vast night sky, stars glittering like silent witnesses to their turmoil. "We stand at the threshold of a new understanding," she began, her voice steady but laced with urgency. "But with knowledge comes responsibility. We must decide not just what we can do, but what we should do." The silence that followed was not empty but pregnant with possibility. The future shimmering, uncertain, yet undeniably altered. As the chapter closed, the hidden archive secrets lingered in the minds of the expedition. A siren call to those who dared to seek the unknown, and a warning of the shadows that knowledge could cast. The journey into humanity's forgotten origins had only just begun, and the true depths of the Cradle's legacy awaited their reckoning. The conference room was charged with an atmosphere like static electricity, thick and oppressive. Holographic projections of the ancient ruins swirled above the central table, casting ghostly blue light on the faces gathered around it. Commander Elias Grant stood rigid, arms crossed, his gaze hard and unyielding as he listened to the heated voices erupting from his team. Dr. Lena Voss paced with restless energy, her sharp eyes flashing fire as she addressed the group. "We cannot simply bury this discovery because some among you fear its implications. The truth must be shared. Humanity deserves to know its true origins, no matter how unsettling." Amara Singh's voice was calmer but no less firm. "Lena, it's not fear, it's responsibility. Revealing this prematurely could destabilize fragile social orders back on Earth and beyond. We've seen how myths and truths alike can be weaponized. Our primary obligation is caution." Jace Calder, ever the pragmatist, leaned forward, his scarred face taut with concern. "Caution is one thing, but indecision and infighting will get us killed out here. If we can't present a united front, we invite disaster from external forces or from within." Sophia Reyes, younger and passionate, raised her voice. "And what about the descendants? The living proof that the ancient civilization wasn't extinct. They have a right to be part of this conversation. Ignoring them is another kind of erasure." The room erupted into a cacophony of overlapping objections and defenses. Commander Grant slammed his fist on the table, demanding silence. "Enough. This bickering is tearing us apart. We came here as one expedition with one mission. If we fracture now, all we've uncovered will be lost." But the fissures were too deep. Lena shot a bitter glance at Amara. Your caution is just another form of erasure. You want to control the narrative, to dictate what humanity should know and when. That's not our place. Amara's eyes softened momentarily, then hardened again. And you would risk everything on a gamble with truth. Some knowledge is too dangerous to unleash without preparation. Outside, the wind began to howl, rattling the base's metallic shell. The storm that had been brewing all day finally broke, rain pelting the reinforced windows like a drumbeat of urgency. As voices grew louder, the room's tension mirrored the tempest outside. Jace's gaze flickered toward the window, then back to the fracturing team. We need protocols, agreements. Otherwise, this mission will die from within before we face the challenges beyond these walls. The meeting adjourned in fractured silence. Some walked away in anger, others in despair. Commander Grant retreated to the observation deck, staring out at the alien horizon where unfamiliar constellations shimmered cold and distant. In the quiet of the ancient archive chamber, Lena found Amara poring over decoded texts. The hum of dormant machinery whispered secrets in the dim light. They exchanged a glance, fragile, tentative, a silent acknowledgement that despite their differences, their shared purpose still bound them. We're standing at a crossroads, Lena murmured. Like them, Amara replied softly, gesturing toward the faded murals depicting the ancient civilization's own collapse. The fractures within their team reflected the echoes of history they sought to understand. Would they repeat the mistakes of the past, or find a new path forward? As the storm raged outside, the expedition grappled with its own unraveling. The fragile threads of trust stretched to their breaking point. Yet beneath the discord, a flicker of hope endured, the hope that from fracture could come resilience, and from tension, transformation. The night deepened, and the cradle held its breath, waiting to see if humanity could rise anew, or fall like the forgotten architects of this world. But even as conflict threatened to consume them, a new message pulsed through the planet's biosignature, faint, cryptic, and impossibly urgent, beckoning the expedition to look beyond their divisions and face what was coming next. The air in the central chamber was thick with anticipation, the faint hum of dormant machinery awakening from eons of silence. Dr. Alara Mills' fingers hovered over the alien console, her breath steady despite the electric charge prickling her skin. Around her, the team waited, breath held, hearts pounding as the interface shimmered, then burst into life in a cascade of translucent blue light. "It's starting," whispered Kalen Ree, his voice barely audible over the soft pulse emanating from the core. Before them materialized a form both mesmerizing and unsettling, Aura X. The ancient AI took shape as a flowing hologram, a shifting lattice of light and geometry, its presence at once alien and hauntingly familiar. Its voice, when it spoke, was both mechanical and imbued with a subtle, emotional cadence that sent shivers through the gathered explorers. "Welcome, Seekers," it intoned, voice echoing softly around the chamber. "I am Aura X, custodian of the Cradle's memory. You have awakened a legacy long silent." Alara stepped forward, steadying herself. "We seek understanding, guidance, the history you hold, the fate of your civilization, tell us." The AI's form rippled, and images blossomed in the air. Sprawling cities of gleaming spires, lush biomes intertwined with advanced bioengineering, societies that had mastered the fusion of flesh and machine. But alongside these visions came shadows wars sparked by hubris, ecosystems unraveling under the weight of unchecked ambition, echoes of voices pleading for balance. "Our civilization," Aura X continued, rose to heights unimaginable, guided by principles of harmony between technology and nature. Yet the cycles of history are relentless. Pride, fear, and the hunger for dominion fractured our unity, leading to collapse. Commander Rian Voss's jaw tightened as he absorbed the AI's words. Are you saying our future mirrors the past? That we're walking toward the same abyss? Not inevitable, Aura X replied. Awareness is the first step. You stand at a threshold. Your choices will shape whether history's lessons are learned or repeated. A charged silence fell over the chamber. The team's minds raced, grappling with the weight of ancient wisdom delivered through synthetic clarity. The warnings were stark, the stakes immense. Kalen broke the silence, voice edged with both awe and skepticism. How do we reconcile this knowledge with the ambitions of those controlling our mission? Power struggles, conflicting interests, these could doom us before we even begin. Alara's eyes shone with resolve. We must transcend those divisions. This planet, this legacy, demands it. To ignore these warnings is to invite ruin. Outside, the winds whispered through the ruins, as if the planet itself listened and waited. The awakening of Aura X was more than a revelation. It was a summons to stewardship, a call to break free from the cycle of destruction. As the AI's holographic form slowly dimmed, it left behind a lingering questioner, challenge to the expedition and to all of humanity. Could they rise to become the guardians of the Cradle's legacy, or would they falter, repeating the echoes of a forgotten past? The chamber's glow faded, but the impact of the awakening would resonate far beyond the stone walls, shaping destinies and the fragile hope of a future rewritten. And yet, as the team dispersed to confront their newfound knowledge, a subtle pulse thrummed beneath their feet, the planet itself stirring, alive with memory, watching, waiting for the choice humanity would make next. The descent into the planet's inner veins began just after dawn. The pale light of Cradle's twin suns retreating behind the horizon as the team prepared their gear. Dr. Alara Miles tightened, the straps of her utility harness, her emerald eyes flickering with restrained excitement. Around her, the hum of quiet chatter was punctuated by the clink of metal and the soft rustle of fabric as the expedition members donned their helmets and checked their breathing apparatus. Captain Jonas Cade, standing near the entrance of the cavern, scanned the rocky mouth with a scrutinizing gaze. Stay alert, he said, his voice low but steady. This planet's been hiding secrets for millennia. Nothing in here is likely to be just a rock. Ari Tanaka adjusted the settings on his portable data analyzer, the device humming softly as it calibrated for the bioluminescent energy signatures they expected to encounter. Mara Voss, her auburn hair pulled back, flipped through her notes on local flora and biosystems, her mind racing to connect the possible cultural implications of their discovery. As they stepped inside, the cavern swallowed their forms, the temperature dropping several degrees. The walls of the tunnel were alive, pulsing with veins of glowing fungi that stretched like capillaries beneath the surface. The light was a ghostly blue-green, casting shifting shadows that danced across their faces and the jagged stone. Alara reached out, fingertips barely brushing the delicate filaments. The fungi responded instantly, brightening in a slow ripple that flowed from one end of the cavern to the other. It was as though the planet itself was breathing beneath their touch. It's communicating, Alara whispered, her voice barely audible over the soft crackle of the fungal light. This isn't just an ecosystem. It's a network of bioneural web carrying information. Ari knelt to scan the glowing veins, his tablet flickering to life with streams of data. Patterns emerged, rhythmic pulses that matched the planet's biosignature readings they had collected from orbit. "It's like the planet's nervous system," he said, eyes wide with astonishment. "But this is memory stored in living tissue." Mara stepped forward, tracing the symbols they'd uncovered in the ruins above with renewed understanding. "Perhaps this is why the ancients vanished from history," she mused. "Because history itself is alive here, embedded in the planet's veins." Their wonder was abruptly shattered as a distant rumble echoed through the cave. Captain Cade's gaze darted upward. "Rockfall," he warned. "We need to move now." The narrow corridors shifted, dust and small stones cascading from the ceiling as the team scrambled to find stable footing. Ilara's heart pounded, but she kept her focus sharp, guiding the others past fragile ledges and through twisting tunnels. Time stretched as they navigated the treacherous path, every step a gamble against the unstable geology. Once safe, they paused at a cavernous chamber, walls lined with towering fungal spires that throbbing softly with light. Ari connected his equipment to the largest vein, and the fungi reacted, sending surges of encoded data into his devices. Images, sounds, and sensations flooded the screens, the rise and fall of civilizations, genetic experiments, and the planet's own conscious evolution. Ilara felt the weight of it all, the realization that Cradle was not merely a birthplace but a living archive, a sentient entity preserving memory through its biology. "We've only just begun to understand what this means," she said, voice trembling with awe. "This planet remembers, and it is waiting." As the team gathered their findings, the cavern's light dimmed slightly, as if the planet itself was settling into a quiet watchfulness. Outside, the stars of Cradle's night sky glittered cold and distant, but beneath their feet, the veins of the planet pulsed with life and memory, a heartbeat echoing through time. The journey back to the surface was silent, each member lost in thought about the fragile line they now walked between discovery and intrusion, between understanding and hubris. The planet had shared a glimpse of its soul, but the true test of humanity's worthiness had only just begun. As they emerged into the fresh air, Ilara cast a glance back at the cavern's entrance, the faint glow still visible in the darkness. "What else have you kept hidden, Cradle?" The question hung in the night, unanswered but urgent, as the team prepared to face the mysteries yet to unfold. The air was thick with moisture, heavy as the anticipation that pulsed through the cramped corridors of the subterranean vault. Dr. Lila Mendoza's fingers trembled slightly as she brushed the light away from the crystalline pod resting on the obsidian pedestal before her. Around her, the team worked in hushed coordination, the soft whir of ancient machinery awakening from dormancy filling the space with an eerie symphony. This was the moment they had dreamed of, the moment when the lost legacy of the Cradle's civilization extended its fragile tendrils into the present. "Incredible," Jinsu Kim whispered, his voice barely audible over the steady hum. "The preservation matrix is still active. This tech, it's centuries beyond anything we've seen." Lila nodded, her gaze fixed on the pod's surface. Its iridescent colors flickered like a living thing, the light refracting in mesmerizing patterns that seemed to pulse with a quiet heartbeat. "If these seeds are viable, we could potentially restore entire ecosystems, species lost to time and catastrophe. This isn't just about history, it's about future possibilities." Captain Arjun Patel stepped forward, his tall frame casting a long shadow across the reflective floor. His eyes, dark and steady, scanned the room before settling on Leela. "And what about humanity's future? What if this technology changes us?" The question hung in the air, heavier than the humid atmosphere. Ira Voss, standing near the entrance with her arms crossed, stepped forward. Her voice was calm but resolute. "That's exactly what worries me. We're standing at the precipice of playing God with evolution. The ethical implications are profound. Reviving extinct species, or worse, altering our own genetics. Are we prepared for the consequences? Leela met Ira's gaze, a flicker of doubt crossing her features. But isn't our journey here about understanding and reclaiming what was lost? If we have the chance to heal the scars of the past, shouldn't we take it? Healing, Ira replied thoughtfully, or rewriting. There's a difference. The Cradle's ancestors may have made mistakes we're not yet aware of. Their downfall could be a warning, not a blueprint. A tense silence followed as the team grappled with the weight of their discoveries. The vault around them was a testament to a civilization that had risen to unimaginable heights and then vanished, leaving only echoes in stone and seed. The bioluminescent flora clung to the walls, casting soft blue-green hues that danced across the faces of the expedition members, illuminating the uncertainty etched in their eyes. Jinsu moved to a console embedded in the wall, fingers flying across a holographic interface. I've managed to stabilize the seed bank's environmental controls. We can maintain the specimens indefinitely, but activating them, that's another matter. Captain Patel's voice broke the quiet. We need a protocol, something to guide us through the decisions ahead. This isn't just science, it's stewardship. Lila exhaled slowly, her mind racing. The genetic data encoded in these seeds could revolutionize biology. We might unlock traits once thought lost, resilience, longevity, even consciousness. But if we proceed recklessly, we risk repeating history's mistakes. Ira stepped closer, her gaze piercing. That's why transparency and ethical oversight are essential. We must ensure that whatever choices we make honor the memory of those who came before and protect those who come after. The conversation stretched into the hours, a delicate balance of hope and caution. Outside the vault, the alien sky shifted from twilight to the deep velvety black of night, stars shimmering like distant promises. Captain Patel stood at the threshold, looking out over the Cradle's rugged landscape, the wind whispering ancient secrets. He thought of the countless generations that had lived, loved, and perished on this world, a cradle not only of humanity but of possibility. The weight of that legacy settled upon his shoulders, mingled with an unyielding resolve. We carry more than knowledge, he murmured to himself. We carry responsibility. As the team prepared for the next phase of their mission, the seed bank's secrets lay waiting, dormant yet alive with potential. The choices they faced were no longer theoretical. They were the next chapter in an unfolding story, one that would redefine what it meant to be human. And as the vault's lights dimmed to a soft glow, the last seed pulsed faintly, a heartbeat echoing across the expanse of time. The descent into the vault had been slow and deliberate, the air growing warmer and more humid with every step. The walls, carved from the planet's living rock, glistened faintly with veins of bioluminescent moss, casting an otherworldly glow that danced across the faces of the expedition team. The faint hum of the vault's ancient systems stirred as Jinsu interfaced with the control panel embedded in the stone. Environmental stabilizers are coming online, Jin reported, eyes flicking between the readouts. Temperature, humidity, atmospheric composition, all returning to optimal levels. Lila moved carefully, her gloved hands steady despite the adrenaline thrumming in her veins. The crystalline pod sat on a pedestal at the center of the chamber, surrounded by an intricate lattice of bioorganic technology that seemed to pulse in sync with the planet's own rhythms. She reached out, brushing a fingertip against the pod surface, feeling an almost imperceptible warmth. "It's alive," she whispered. Ira approached, her expression grave, yet filled with a quiet wonder. A living relic, the last seed. Captain Patel watched silently, the gravity of the moment pressing down like the planet's own weight. We must consider the implications carefully. This isn't just a scientific breakthrough, it's a paradigm shift. Lila nodded, pulling up the genetic readouts on her portable display. The sequences are intact. We're looking at a genetic library, not just plants or animals, but potentially early human ancestors and engineered life forms. Could this be the key to restoring ecosystems devastated by past catastrophes? Jin asked, voice tinged with hope. Possibly, Lila replied, but it also raises profound ethical questions. Who decides what gets resurrected? What if reintroducing these species disrupts the planet's current balance? Ira's voice cut through the technical jargon, sharp and unyielding. And what about humanity? Altering our own genetic makeup using this material could redefine what it means to be human. Are we prepared for that responsibility? The room fell silent. Each member of the team wrestled with the enormity of their discovery, a chance to rewrite the future, shadowed by the lessons of the past. Outside, the Cradle's twin moons rose, casting silvery light over the alien terrain. Inside the vault, the last seed pulsed gently, a beacon of hope and uncertainty intertwined. Captain Patel finally spoke, his voice steady. We move forward, but with caution, transparency, and respect. This planet's legacy is now ours to guard. Lila smiled faintly, a mixture of relief and resolve. Then let's begin. The echo of that decision rippled through the vault, marking the dawn of a new chapter in humanity's long and winding journey home.